Mathematics tutor. To boost the math understanding experience of you or your child, it may be smart to consider preserving the services of a mathematics tutor. There are a number of elements that you must bear in mind when picking the ideal tutor. Higher education and learning a great mathematics tutor will certainly require to have proficiency of the material that she or he is teaching. Therefore, it is necessary that they have a strong formal history in mathematics. When instructing kids, conclusion of at least a high school diploma would certainly be advised. Instructing older students, in secondary school or university, the excellent tutor would contend the very least an undergraduate degree, with emphasis on mathematics, engineering or scientific research levels commonly have strong math needs as well. Seasoned training helping others discover calls for terrific interaction skills, and the capacity to determine the most effective means to share the product in a way that matches the private demands of the learner. Prior experience in either tutoring or in teaching is highly recommended when seeking a math tutor, and that experience ought to preferably include the grade level of the material you are covering. The best tutoring firms spend resources in continually training their team on the most up-to-date instructional methods to aid students understand the product. Best place and accessible to lessen time and travel expenditure lost en route, the math tutoring location will preferably be near you. A big mathematics tutoring firm with lots of areas will have far better chances of a place near you. Some coaching business do telephone or online tutoring, either as their primary technique of interactions or as a complement to standard classroom-style settings. Some tutors are readily available only at pre-scheduled times, whereas others can be reached outside those hours, or perhaps ongoing in many cases, e.g. a few of the online services. Relying on your needs, this may or may not be very important. Student-teacher ratio. Many academic research studies have actually documented that pupils find out best when they have even more attention to their individual needs. Hence, smaller sized class sizes, or perhaps individually learning, are recommended to optimize the benefits of the math tutoring. Usually, the youngest kids particularly benefit from little classroom dimensions, but this can likewise hold true for older ones. Method and evaluating. The very best means of learning is through practice, method, as well as more practice. This can be done with homework assignments, or in class practice sessions. Routine testing is important to make certain that the material is being grasped. Math tutoring business are typically of help to prepare for certain standard examinations, e.g. SAT, GRE, GMAT, LSAT, so having access to examinations in the exact same layout as the anticipated standard exams serves. Pricing. Tutors require to be made up for their time, they have families to feed additionally, so it's impractical to expect good math tutoring free of cost. To get smaller classrooms or customized tutoring, it will naturally need to cost a little added. Whether that is a great financial investment will rely on the private demands of the learner, and also the level of their excitement to be successful at mathematics. Some mathematics tutoring business offer financial aid or price cuts, so it doesn't harm to ask whether those are available. A discount at a far better mathematics tutoring business could make it a better value than full price at a lesser business. Educational costs could be able to be subtracted from your income taxes, relying on where you live, so make sure to save receipts as well as ask your accounting professional for additional information. 7 indicators it's time to hire an online mathematics tutor, and how to do this. If your kid isn't struggling in math class, it may be hard to understand when they're in need of extra math help. But the truth is, there are many factors your youngster could utilize the know-how of a mathematics tutor. From reinforcing concepts your youngster discovers in institution to helping them with their mathematics homework, today we're going to go over all the signs it might be time to consider hiring an online math tutor. Besides, this set step might be enough to give your youngster the additional boost he or she needs to truly be successful, or at the very least hate mathematics a little much less. 7 signs it's time to hire an online mathematics tutor. Can you identify several of these red flags? Make note of these warning signs. It may be time to get an online math tutor for your child's scholastic group. 1. Your kid isn't keeping up in mathematics as well as you don't have time to offer him or her the math aid they need. All of us lead lives that are busier than ever before. Whether your youngster never ever liked mathematics or participates in an extremely affordable institution, he or she might not be at the top of their mathematics video game. And you might be too hectic to help them. With an online mathematics tutor, the only place your kids' mathematics abilities will go is up. You won't need to pack 7th quality math simply to help them complete their homework. Or kick back the table looking at repeated math worksheets. Let the specialists take care of the math help. You can supply assistance in methods more beneficial to your kids' learning, like keeping a handful of brain-boosting walnuts or almonds around for examining. Homework thing: locate a certified online math tutor that can raise this important job off of your currently growing to-do list. Or perhaps the opposite holds true for your other kid. 2. Your kid has advanced additionally than the math their school is teaching. Been there, done that, your child states when they race through their mathematics research faster than it takes them to pack the dishwasher. Your youngster might be at the top of their math course at school, however, an on-the-internet mathematics tutor will offer your kid more advanced math problems to fix so they're a step ahead of the pack. This enables them to develop even more self-confidence in themselves as well as reveals them they can complete anything. It also removes the monotony and also lack of interest elements, 2 points you don't desire your youngster to experience in college. Pretty soon their mind can start roaming, which is the reverse of what you would certainly desire. Homework thing: make use of an on-the-internet mathematics tutoring app similar to this one to help your youngster method extra mathematics issues whenever they have a minute or two to extra. Your kids' skills will certainly build upon what they've already completed. This sets them up for a much easier time taking on more difficult math issues later on. 3. Your kid requires additional mathematics assistance, however you prefer to not have a complete stranger in your house. Personal, in-person tutors are not just pricey, they call for a devoted block of time in your home around the exact same time each week. You'll require to assign a clean, silent workplace for your youngster and also his or her tutor for a portion of your time. Choose an on-the-internet math tutor as opposed to Google browsing mathematics tutor near me, and also you will not need to worry about vetting every candidate you run into, cleansing your house, or leaving to run tasks. On-the-internet math help from a reliable mathematics learning app means your child will obtain the math help they need from certified and licensed instructors remotely. Homework item: take into consideration using an online math tutor instead. Get going with one today. You'll have the very best mathematics educators just a few clicks away. 4. You and your child have full day-to-day routines. Tutoring at a mathematics knowing facility needs you to travel there and back, in addition to spending time for the hour-plus session. If the only readily available tutoring home window is throughout rush hour, all the best with website traffic. Wouldn't it be more convenient if your youngster could practice math at her very own pace? The largest advantage of choosing an online math tutor is that your child has accessibility to their mathematics worksheets, math word issues, and also online tutoring wherever they are. Math research help is just a click away, be it 6 p.m. Tuesday evening or 7:18 a.m. Saturday early morning. They can exercise geometry aid in the cars and truck en route to piano lessons, or address a couple of algebra problems prior to dinner's ready. As well as, unlike meeting for mathematics assistance just as soon as a week, your youngster can practice their mathematics issues online and likewise obtain assist numerous times a day, several times each week, or make it a day-to-day practice. Homework item: stop wasting time driving back and forth to a tutoring center and begin making use of an online mathematics tutoring program rather. 5. Geometry. You have actually gotten to geometry and also things aren't clicking. Children are aesthetic learners as well as when they're finding out the characteristics of geometry, it's almost impossible for some kids to proceed from the fundamentals to advanced ideas. Without visual assistance, that is. Making use of an on-the-internet mathematics tutor to clarify spatial reasoning, top-level geometry concepts, and picture the steps of a proof may finally help your kid click with them. Unlike what their educators are able to discuss about in mathematics class, your youngster will certainly be able to literally see math at work. Research thing: if your youngster is already utilizing a tutor, it pays to double-check what they're teaching them. If visuals aren't part of the formula, it's time to discover an additional tutor. 6. Your youngster is currently glued to one or more devices or fluent in several applications. Kids are naturals when it comes to using digital gadgets and actually discovering much better from them. When youngsters believe they're playing a video game, rather than actually doing dull word issues, they have greater rate of interest and also increased focus. No surprise right here. So on the internet, math assistance on a tablet, computer or laptop ends up being extra interactive than finding out in any kind of mathematics classroom. Youngsters aren't tired, so they stay concentrated on solving their issues much longer and also with more intensity. And also, because your kid will certainly be physically advancing through their online mathematics lessons, they'll have a lot more hands-on discovering experience and increased interaction. Research thing, your child currently wishes to play and utilize your digital tools. You might also see to it they're really learning as well as exercising math while they're doing so. That's where an on-the-internet math tutoring application can assist. Give them access to among these and they won't even understand they're practicing math. 7. Your child despises admitting when they require more assistance. Your youngster likes obtaining high qualities and excelling at whatever they laid out to achieve. So when they need a little boost in a particular location in which they're less than perfect, they might not allow you or their teachers recognize. That's why most kids really feel encouraged with an on-the-internet mathematics tutor. If they're stuck on a word issue, they can maintain working at it without the anxiety of a tutor looking into their shoulder or other kids in class thinking they're not smart enough to locate the solution. Youngsters pick their response and get instant responses about whether they have actually chosen the right or wrong one from the application. It's totally impersonal, so there's no hard sensations. And considering that your kid will certainly get responses at the point of knowing, they'll be able to redirect their initiatives and prevent blunders in real time rather than completing the trouble the upside down only to be corrected later when they fail to remember everything about it. Give your youngster the best direction specifically when they need it. If they make errors, which they will, they'll learn from them right away and also reword their behavior. Homework product, think about utilizing an online math tutor, rather than one in person, to give your child more time to overcome challenging math issues. Now that you know all the signs to seek, let's speak about how to discover an on-the-internet mathematics tutor you can trust. Exactly how to locate the most effective online math tutor for your kid. Prior to you pick the initial online mathematics tutor in a Google search results page, make certain your mathematics aid program has qualified, devoted, individualized mathematics tutors. The online mathematics tutors at Tutordoctor learn math instructors who construct personalized understanding plans for each of their pupils. They use their expertise of both the mathematics educational program and the students' staminas and also weaknesses to lead pupils to mathematics success. Our online math tutors likewise quality math worksheets daily to supply tailored comments for every of their pupils. Look for whiteboard coaching and comments sessions to aid your kid determine their factors of struggle, understand the nature of their blunders, as well as focus on difficult ideas tailored to your child's current mathematics ability also, which you'll discover with Tutordoctor. Progression, not repeating. Tutordoctor Mathematics' first-rate curriculum is lined up with typical core as well as state requirements, and also is developed to construct analytical as well as crucial thinking skills. Duplicating the very same type of problems when your child doesn't completely master one idea does not work. Rather, you'll want to discover an application that uses questions that obtain progressively harder as your youngster gets the fundamentals under their belt. Thinkster's patent-pending energetic replay technology permits math tutors to play back a trainee's work in actual time. Using information such as time taken to complete the trouble and accuracy, your child's mathematics tutor will find which concepts your trainee needs to deal with before moving on to the next. An engaging, instinctive user interface for kids. Anybody can toss a couple of algebra issues on an internet site and also call themselves an online tutor. It's not only a respectable business you need to hunt, however one that visually involves as well as motivates your kids to locate addressing mathematics equations exciting. Search for on the internet math apps that really feel more like video games and also use accomplishments as well as rewards to keep your kid going. Is Tutordoctor right for your child? You don't need to take out your old math books to help your kid ace all their mathematics examinations and also develop the abilities to progress past what they're finding out in college. Your task is discovering the best math tutor to do this for you. While you might have been neglecting these 7 signs, it's time to employ an online mathematics tutor. It's time to allow the experts take over. They recognize how to make math problems fun, which we all wish we could brag about.